Mr. President, in the last 2 nights, you've issued executive orders banning care and protections for trans youth and even targeting schools and teachers. I want to follow Bishop Budde's heartfelt example from last week at church, where she addressed you directly. I'd like to address you directly at church, too. What the f*** are you doing? If I were to tell you that with your executive orders, you've thrown thousands of families and trans and LGBTQ kids into chaos, sowing fear and causing irreparable harm, I think you'd actually be okay with that. In fact, I think it's something that you'd want to hear because you bask in it. And let's be honest, you want to be feared, right? And truly, I think you should be feared. But not as Hitler was, or Putin is. This might be how you want to be feared, but I don't think that's quite right. Actually, though, remember that time that COVID showed up in your first term? And now we're threatened once again, this time with bird flu? Well, I think that's because you, Mr. President, are a walking pandemic. The disease of you spreads everywhere. You infect everything. So yeah, I think we should fear you, like we fear getting massively sick. We should fear that you'll cause our country to have to stay behind closed doors, that we'll have to keep our distance and be frightened by our neighbors, that our country will shut down again and other countries will be infected, that you'll make us spend hours on the toilet trying to get rid of you, trying to flush you away, sneezing and coughing to be done with you, hoping the fever of you will break. I fear the disease of you will cause people to die, maybe a lot of people. But I fear the disease of you most on trans and LGBTQ youth. I mean, come on, Mr. President. These are kids. With your executive orders, you're denying their health care, basic protections, criminalizing their providers, schools, and teachers, withholding their medicines and cutting off their insurance. You're doing this to kids? Really? Well, fortunately, what you've neglected to consider is what I and many others already know. These kids have a secret weapon. Inside, they know who they are. They know their identity. And you can't ban that away. What you're attempting to do is like a mass conversion therapy, and it just won't work. These kids are strong. They know how to survive. They've fought for their identity, and they'll keep on fighting. You can never change who they are, not with 1,000,000 executive orders. Their immunity to the disease of you is growing stronger than you know. Lucky for them, there are people in the world who are standing up to you. Heroes like Bishop Budde. And with every loud, obnoxious utterance you and your disease makes, like an immune response, you create even more people willing to speak out. For all the trans and LGBTQ youth out there watching, let me say this. Your future self needs you. Know that people like Bishop Budde are looking out for you. Stay strong. You are loved and you will love. Things might feel especially heavy and cruel right now, but hang in there. The wisdom of the ages reminds us over and over again, this too shall pass. Finally, please share this video as widely as possible. Algorithms make it really hard to get a message like ours out widely, but you can help by sharing, liking, and commenting on this video. Until next time, remember, your job is to survive. Your future self is counting on you.